right, guys, so we got some new poll numbers that have come out in regards to Joe Biden's presidency. Okay, Joe Biden's presidency, which in my opinion has been a disaster. As the New York Post, there's an interesting article here stating that Biden's approval rating sinks to a new low of 50% amid economic fears, polls show. And I just want to say off the bat, guys, I really kind of don't believe these polls, okay, to a certain extent, because in my opinion, like, if you're objectively analyzing the Joe Biden presidency, there is no way 50% of America can be approving of this man. I mean, come on. But we'll just take them at face value. And what we do know is that these numbers are dropping. Okay, so if we take it at face value, they are dropping. Okay, so let's read here. Support for President Biden is taking a hit, with an average approval rating sinking to a new low of 50%, new polls show. Biden hit the new low Wednesday, according to Real Clear Politics, average of multiple polls. Two polls, The Economist / YouGov and Quinnipiac, tied for the lowest rating at 47%. Meanwhile, his highest rating of 55% came from The Hill / HarrisX's poll. It is down from an average of 55.8% in late January when Biden first took office. The plummeting approval rating comes amid a series of crises for his administration, including spiking inflation, the COVID-19 pandemic, and the record surge of illegal immigrants at the U.S.-Mexican border. It comes as a new Fox News poll on Wednesday revealed nearly 80% of Americans blame Biden for ongoing inflation fears, and 70% believe the nation's economy is in bad shape. So, in summary, guys, the Biden administration is falling apart. It really is. I mean, look at all the things going on right now, guys, around Biden and his administration. None of it is good. None of it is good, right? Listen, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, just came out and basically said the border crisis is out of control, okay, and that the numbers are unsustainable. Leak audio, he's telling our Border Patrol agents this. Take a listen.
Behind closed doors, in this leaked audio talking to Border Patrol agents, Mayorkas says the situation is more dire than he is publicly willing to admit.
This is unsustainable. These numbers cannot continue. We cannot get to a point where we were a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. We're looking at the policy options.
I mean, he's basically admitting that, hey, look, we don't really have a plan, right? We don't have a plan. We don't really know what's going on. We're being overwhelmed, and he's out of his skis. This guy's out of his skis. Guys, look, we all know that Joe Biden, right, has never had a plan for anything in his administration. He didn't have a plan for the vaccines. He ain't got a plan for the border. But see, this is not what they're telling you when they go on national TV. This is what they tell our Border Patrol agents. When they go on TV, listen to what he's saying.
Articulated very clearly throughout the day yesterday in every one of my meetings along the border, whether it was with Border Patrol agents, other law enforcement leaders, civic leaders, members of the community. We have a plan. We are executing our plan.
See, he's on TV talking about, oh yeah, we have a plan. It's going to take some time to work it out. No. You don't have a plan because you're not saying close the border, right? Unless you're saying close the border, you don't have a plan. The only plan is to close the border. That's it. If you ain't talking about close the border, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Guys, we've had over 1 million arrests at the border this year. And I've ranted on the border crisis a lot, but I have to, guys, because this issue is important to me. Okay? And it should be important to the Democrats, right? Because they told us that we have to get control of this pandemic. Right? We can't be having all these people come to this country, okay? We don't know who they are and what diseases they may be bringing into this country, right? Again, that's a Democrat argument, okay? So they should be the main ones concerned about this. 1 million arrests, exposing our Border Patrol agents to, again, COVID and other things, right, that are dangerous, okay? Putting their lives at risk. And guys, like I said before the beginning of this video, the Biden administration is falling apart, right? It's falling apart because I already talked about what's going on in Afghanistan, but I mean, dude is out here begging the Taliban, don't take the embassy. Taliban, please don't take the embassy. Don't take our embassy, please. Please spare us. What the hell are we doing begging the Taliban to do anything? They've taken Kandahar, okay? The second most populous city in Afghanistan. Guys, you know how many people died? How many people died to protect that city, right? How many UN soldiers, how many US soldiers, right? You think about all the lives that have been lost in the war in Afghanistan, all just for Joe Biden to be out here begging the Taliban not to take our embassy. Guys, that's embarrassing. Joe Biden is embarrassing us on the world stage, just like he embarrassed us at the G7 in front of Putin, right? This is why they don't respect him. Putin doesn't respect him. The Taliban don't respect him. Okay, we should be showing strength, not weakness. This is why I try to tell y'all. If Trump was still president, this would not be happening. There's no way. This situation in Afghanistan is purely Biden's fault because of the weakness that he's shown. That has to be it. There's no other explanation. He's out here begging OPEC, produce more oil, pump more oil out of the ground because gas prices are rising. Okay, we're experiencing massive inflation. So to save his administration, guys, listen to this hypocrisy. He begs OPEC to produce more oil. Begs OPEC to produce more oil while at the same time pushing these Green New Deal policies, destroying our coal mining industry in this country, our own energy producing industries, right? Won't drill, right, in the U.S., okay? We don't want to produce our own oil, cancel the Keystone Pipeline, but you're begging the Saudis, you're begging the Saudis to drill more oil so that they can bring down gas prices to make you look good? I mean, guys, this is unbelievable. And anybody want to talk about climate change? Come on, man. So, guys, I mean, you understand the hypocrisy here. They're talking about how we need to hurt our own domestic energy companies and resources and industries, okay, for the sake of climate change, right? That's the reason why they're saying it, because of climate change, okay? But all of a sudden, when Biden is facing gas price increases, he begs the Saudi government to produce more oil, right? To pump more oil out of the ground. The same oil, right? The same energy resource that he says contributes to climate change, right? So climate change ain't that important when it comes to trying to make you look good and make your administration look good, because your administration is failing, because gas prices have increased significantly under your administration. All of a sudden, climate change doesn't exist anymore, right? Not a thing, not a concern, okay? But it's a concern when you want to hurt American business. Not a concern when you're trying to buddy up and beg the Saudi Arabians to lower prices to make you look good. This man's administration is falling apart. If you voted for Joe Biden in 2020, I feel sorry for you. Actually, I don't, because you get what you deserve. But I feel sorry for all the rest of us who made the right decision, but we have to suffer the consequences, guys. I mean, this is terrible. And it gets worse every single day, right? It gets worse every single day. And it's funny, the worst part is that the mainstream media is not even covering it, right? They're not even covering, they're not even talking about it, okay? They're trying to make Biden out to be in this situation, either, oh, he inherited a bad situation from Trump, or that, oh, you know, he's taking his time. It's going to take time for things to work themselves out, right? They're giving him soft coverage on this. When, I mean, this dude's administration is clearly failing. All of his policies are failing. And just to summarize, guys, again, we're getting embarrassed in Afghanistan. We got embarrassed at the G7. Biden's begging OPEC to pump more oil right out of the ground to try to fix his inflation crisis. Not only that, with gas, we got inflation, right, in food, okay? Home prices are skyrocketing, right? People can't afford to buy homes. We got a border crisis. Guys, I don't know what to tell you anymore. This is out of control. This is out of control. But hey, no more mean tweets. No more orange man bad, okay? So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.